I could wash my clothes, but not dry.
All I did was ask her if she found $20, and she looked at me like I was a crazy person, like, and she's like, I don't know who you are, and she's talking to me like that, and it was weird.
No.
And it's over.
No, that was my daughter. My daughter said that you asked her a question. My older daughter said that she doesn't even come here. She comes here to see me. Yes, that's my older daughter. But I don't understand why you would even ask her if she doesn't even live here. That's
because she was in the laundry doing her laundry.
No, she must have came.
Whoever I was talking to was in front of the dryer taking clothes out, and there's blue stuff there. So if she didn't do it, the person before her did it. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. It's over.
Yeah, but
I mean.
So in other words, if you drop something, you're not allowed to ask her daughter if she found it. What?
no,
And it's over.
No, that was my daughter. My daughter said that you asked her a question. My older daughter said that she doesn't even come here. She comes here to see me. Yes, that's my older daughter. But I don't understand why you would even ask her if she doesn't even live here. That's
because she was in the laundry doing her laundry.
No, she must have came.
Whoever I was talking to was in front of the dryer taking clothes out, and there's blue stuff there.
This is just amazing to me. I walk out my door. Her daughters were coming up the stairs. One of them told me she was her niece. I don't know who they were. Never seen them before. One of them I might have seen. I don't know. I dropped a $20 bill at some point, not realizing it. They picked it up. I didn't see them pick it up, but because of I was in and out of the door for 5 minutes. It could have only fallen where they were walking. It was gone. No one else was there because I went from Anyway, I know this, but it's not a big deal. I'm over the $20. All I did was ask her politely. I knocked on the door. I don't know who you are. I get this attitude, this threatening, intimidating person simply for asking a question. I let it go. The next day, they're in the laundry room, and I walk in on them because I'm asking someone else. I hear someone in the laundry. Maybe they found my $20 bill. I open up. It's them again, one of the girls, and she's just there with the blue stuff all over the dress. So it was obvious, and it was even on her clothes. She looked like, oh, caught, It was like, whatever. I mean, it's not the end of the world because when it sets, it doesn't get on your clothes, but still it was just obnoxious. So I left a note sort of saying, you have a lot of nerve. You can't even just ask someone if you found $20 without getting, an attitude, without getting threatened. And I don't remember the note. It was short. It wasn't that big a deal. But their response was, I overheard them say that they were going to beat me up. So when I saw Gina, I didn't really think they were. People talk. This is 5 years ago, so it took me a while to realize these people I didn't know Gina was anyway. So, when Gina came, I basically said, we don't have a problem. I just want to make sure everything's okay. And then she gives me this complicated conversation about, well, I don't know why you would talk to her because she don't even live here. What does that mean? She was walking by. I dropped money. I asked, did you by any chance see my $20? And then, they can't even have a simple conversation like that because that's how they hide behind the crap that they do. Oh, the perfect example is it's exactly like Pam with the Mark stealing the bike brakes. It's you accused my son of stealing the bike brakes when you drive a car. You raggedy ass bike brakes when you drive a car. It's like, what does that mean? I don't call the police. That's the other important point. I'm trying to just have normal dialogue with my neighbors and their kids. That something bad might happen. I'm not running to call the police. I'm trying to negotiate with them and make sure everything is okay. But they call the police. This is what they do because they're afraid that you're going to call the police. Well, I called the police because I thought she was going to call the police, so I called them first. I called the police first. Ooh.
Hey, Gina, I just want to take 10 seconds
What?
to talk.
For what?
You and I have never had a problem,
Yeah.
and I want to keep it that way.
Fine.
Okay, because I could have sworn we were talking about my ass needing a beating or something.
Well, you know what? I don't know who notes and stuff saying that my granddaughter did something to a driver. She's not here. My granddaughter lives.
Gina,
No, but my granddaughter lives in Cortland. My granddaughter does not come here.
Gina, I'm late for this. I don't know who your granddaughter is. A girl who said she was your niece was the last to use it. It's not a big deal.
My niece.
It's fixed.
No, my daughter.
It's not a big deal. I used it last night. It's
But
fine.
somebody said that, because I can wash my clothes, but not dry. And I don't want to.
And the only reason I left a note was because I thought you were gone and she was staying here. And I said, I had a snotty tone in the note because all I did was ask her if she found $20, and she looked at me like I was a crazy person, like, and she's like, I don't know who you are, and she's talking to me like that, and it was weird.
No.
And it's over.
No, that was my daughter said that you asked her a question, my older daughter, and said that she doesn't even come here. She comes here to see me. Yes, that's my older daughter, but I don't understand why you would even ask her if she doesn't even live here. That's
Because she was in the laundry doing her laundry.
No, she must have came.
Whoever I was talking to was in front of the dryer taking clothes out, and there's blue stuff there. So if she didn't do it, the person before her did it. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. It's over.
Yeah, but
I mean.
So this was May 20th, 2012. I was walking my dog, and I had a $20 bill folded up in my hand that I forgot I was carrying. I was going to do something with it, and I meant to take my dog out real quick to pee. And as I was leaving the building, 3 or 4 girls were going into Gina's apartment who I didn't know, and I had the general feeling that Gina was out of town, so they were just staying there. And they were the ones that did this to the laundry room, which turned out not to be a big deal because the ink dries so it doesn't touch your clothes. But imagine you want to do your laundry. But the thing is, the reason that I had a problem with them was because I dropped my $20 somewhere between my front door and just going outside real quick as they were coming in. So they had to find it. It just feels like yesterday. I can still see it pretty clearly. And although I couldn't tell you exactly what time of day it was, but I politely asked them. I think I knocked on their door. Did you by any chance see a $20 bill? Or I saw them leaving or something, and because I realized that I dropped it when I went back inside. I was like, what did I, oh no, I dropped that $20 bill outside. And whatever, I never found it, and I don't know who picked it up. I don't even know that they picked it up. But instead of just saying, oh no, sorry, just normal, they wanted to fight me about it. I don't know who you are, like give me this bullshit attitude. And then after that, a few hours after that, maybe it might have been the next day, the dryer is left like that with all that ink and all the dirt and everything. But so I left some little note like, what's your problem? It's so stupid, whatever. And then I heard them talking about wanting to beat me up. So the only reason I spoke to Gina was because I wanted to make sure nobody's going to beat me up. I mean, imagine you drop $20 and these ignoramuses, that's all they know how to do is to be right through a fist. That's all they can do because they can't control their temper. So they can't even engage in an intellectual conversation or even just any conversation about the simplest thing in life. You drop a fucking $20 bill. Did you find it? No. Take my fucking $20, lie to my face, I don't care. But pick a fight with me for asking and then damage the property like this? I think I told the guy across the street about it in an email. But I never formally complained about it. But this is the kind of stuff that goes on here all the time. For years. Her landlord before her, did this kind of stuff all the time with like a parade of 15 kids every day. Bus loads coming, babysitters coming. And you see them. Every time you walk out your door, there's another set of people coming in and out of that apartment. And then when you see her, the one woman, Dolores, hi, how are you? Like she doesn't even realize how many people go in and out of there that you have to see and deal with and wait for, to get out of the way or, listen to the screaming and stuff, and this is what upsets me, is I never complained. I just dealt with it and I didn't even really care. But they have the nerve to live like that, filthy, dragging their garbage, dropping stuff everywhere. And they have the nerve to give me a hard time over nothing. The first time we had that big blow-up fight was because Robin and Carol decided they wanted to show a note in which I just said that. And 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I wouldn't say that because you have a life and you don't even care to engage with them. But now I'll say it because I want to point out the fact that it is a fact. And I had to live with that. And then they bully and beat you up, threaten your life. She tried to commit suicide, man.